Well, guys and gals, this is Al Torcaso, 412-559-2731. I created a video last night when I was on my way to go to a drive-in, and I will talk about that now. Unfortunately, I cannot get that particular phone to access the internet at this time. As soon as I can, I will upload it. But that doesn't prevent me from speaking to you right now about that video, but more importantly, about the drive-in and faith. For those of you who are atheists, I believe you'll get value out of this, even though you don't believe there is actually a higher power. That's all good. Just listen up. So I love going to a drive-in. Some of you around the globe, many of you may not even know what a drive-in is. So for background, a drive-in is literally where you go to watch a movie or movies and you take your vehicle. It could be a car, an SUV, it could be a pickup truck, things like that. I never noticed any motorcycles there, but it's possible that they've been there. I don't know. Well, in this case, we had gone to the Dependable Drive-In, which is outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which of course is in the Commonwealth state of Pennsylvania, which is in the United States of America, the North American continent. So this is outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now, a drive-in, you bring your vehicle and you literally sit in your vehicle. Well, it used to be years ago before I was even born, at least before I was born. They used to have these odd-looking speakers, and they didn't always work. Well, this particular drive-in, you watch it on the screen as normal, but you listen to it usually through your radio. And they do, believe it or not, still have those old school speakers, and a lot of them still actually work. But in any case, I decided to go to the drive-in, knowing that our vehicle's radio has been broken for approximately 6 months, probably more. And so, yeah, you might be wondering, well, wait a minute, how would you hear it? Exactly. How would we hear the movie? It took an act of what? It took an act of faith and a mustard seed of faith. For those of you who believe in a higher power and may or may not be Christian, it took a mustard seed of faith. I love people who believe, who don't believe, and all faiths included, I might add. But took faith. So I decided I'm going either way. I'm not letting anything stop me, not even my own vehicle. Because I had wanted to go all summer. I love the drive-in. I love the drive-in, and I love it for more reasons than just the movie, by the way. So I'm going to get to that. So we get there, and sure enough, I pull up to one of the speakers, one of the old school 1940s, 1950s, 1960s. I don't know what year they started having them, but old school. I should have videoed it, by the way, but I didn't. Sorry. But at any rate, when I get there, I decide to go to the concession stand, the snack bar. Yeah. And ask a question. Is there another way? Oh, no, that's actually not accurate. I asked the guy with the tickets, the man with the ticket, and I found out that if you have a smartphone and you're able to do it, there's actually an app that can help you to be able to hear it through your smartphone. So then I went to the snack bar to ask, do you know how to set this up? What exactly do you need to do? Because I had gone to download the app, which was called Audio Fetch, like you're fetching, like a dog fetching. Audio Fetch. I downloaded it on Google Play, but it wasn't quite working. Well, ultimately, I got it working. So I want to make a little bit of a statement here for those of you who don't believe and those of you who do. My faith was proven to be accurate, the right choice, because ultimately we were able to get this app working. I got it done by myself. Ironically, Annette had gone to get help, but I finally got the technical part to work so that by the time she arrived back, I had already been listening to the previews and a little bit of the movie. But there's a couple of things we learned here from this. We learned that faith is a real thing. Whether you call it the laws of attraction, whatever, I call it the Lord God and Jesus Christ. I love people. It doesn't matter what you believe or don't believe. That's my opinion and how I believe. So my decision to go there panned out. Now, I said I love the drive-in for more than just the movies. I do, for multiple reasons. But one of them is I love astronomy. Looking at the stars, the planets. I like looking at the meteor showers or the aurora borealis. I like looking at the star clusters. Yeah, where stars are created. Okay? And so many different things that is actually up in the sky. And if you haven't done astronomy, you need to learn about that too. I used to go to an observatory and there would be so many telescopes there and they let you look at them for free. And let me tell you guys and gals, the things that I had seen in the sky, they were just amazing. Amazing. There are so many things that is amazing in that universe. By the way, in my honest, humble opinion, if you don't think that there's a God, just look up in the sky. I know what scientists say, a lot of them do, but there are some that say, you know what? There is an entity of some kind. Well, I'm going to tell you, it's God. It's not a it. God does actually exist. Now, that's another video, but trust me, God exists. You may not believe it. You may have cause to not believe, at least in your mind. God actually exists. But we won't get into that right now, at least not that much. So I love looking at the stars and what else is in the universe. And I like the idea that if I feel like getting something at the concession stand, if I feel like it, I can get out of my vehicle and I could go. If you're a family that has a large family, the drive-in is way more economical. And a lot of drive-ins have a place for your children to play. Some of them used to have a playground. I think the Dependable drive-in has one still, but I'm not sure. But the point is, this is a place you need to experience. So wherever you are on the planet, if a drive-in exists and it is warm enough, go to the drive-in. And by the way, you don't usually see one movie at the drive-in. You see two. By the way, you might wonder, how much was it to see two movies? How about this? $10 admission. That's it. Not one movie, two movies. $10. If you live in the Pittsburgh area, go to the Dependable Drive-In. You're going to like it. Now, having said all that, I hope you get value out of this on two fronts. One is, well, actually three. One I didn't mention. I was able to do the video in my vehicle on the way to the drive-in, but I could have done it at the drive-in. But by the time I got everything set up, it was getting dark. We were getting ready to have the movie be started. And of course, you can't do that when the movie starts because you'll be kicked out. So I'm like, I'm good. Love all of you. El Torcaso. Contact me at 412-559-2731. Love you.